Reading, writing, fill in the blanks, number 3. Let's do this. So I'll help you out at the start. What's it about? After 3 years of age, both boys and girls have approximately something in height. Increased. But it's approximately. That's weird. What could go there? Let me check the options. Have grown would be okay, but not approximately grown. Have approximately doubled. That makes sense. Have approximately sped. Have approximately increased. If it said by 20 centimetres, that would work, but in terms of meaning, but it doesn't say that. Have approximately increased in height. No, only one of those works. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to do the rest of them. Off you go. How did you go? So some of these were asking you about the grammar. Some of them were asking you about the vocabulary. So let's check the first one. I went with doubled. Okay, so doubled. Next one. The rate of growth for boys begins to something. So slow, slowed, slowly, slowing. To, when I see to, it's going to be the base form of the verb. I expect slow. Next one. At 11 years old, girls are something more than 2 centimetres taller than boys. Usually, often, sometimes. Oh, okay. So this one's all on vocab. Ergonomically, economically, gastronomically, typically. Maybe a couple of these words are new to you, so we can't do anything with them at the moment. So ergonomically, if we don't know that one, we go to the next one. Economically, that doesn't make sense. Let's rule that one out. Gastronomically, maybe you don't know that one. And next one, typically, that one you probably know. Let's check. At 11 years old, girls are typically more than 2 centimetres taller than boys. Okay, so I'm going to go with typically. Even if you don't know ergonomically and you don't know gastronomically, you can identify typically because we can rule out number 2. And this one, typically, it works. The meaning is perfect for that, for this text, this context. So I would just go with typically. Okay, and what do they mean? Ergonomics is about the correct way to sit when you're sitting at when you're at your desk studying, or the best way, the safest way to perform different duties in your job. Gastronomically, gastronomy is about food. So this isn't about food anyway, but you should have been able to identify it typically. Next one. So number 4, by around the age of 13, boys have something again. Grown again? I don't know. Oh, okay, it's one word. It's working on the grammar. I can see have, and that's going to be a verb. Have something again. Now, when I see have as part of a two-part verb, I know it's going to be a perfect tense. So perfect tense, we have three basic forms of the verb. So we've got the basic verb, we've got the simple past, and we've got the past participle. I'm expecting the past participle of a verb. Okay, so boys have overtake. No, that's present. Have overtook. No, that's simple past. Have overtaken. That one I like. Have overtaking. No, can't be that one. Must be overtaken. Okay, and then the last one. Boys peak something at around 18 years old. Peak usually? Not sure. Let's have a look. Peak earlier. Earlier than what? Let's go back a bit. Girls tend to stop growing a few years earlier than boys, reaching their final adult height around 16 years old. Boys peak something at around 18 years old. Peak earlier? No, meaning's wrong. Peak evenly? I don't know what that means. Peak later. So girls peak at 16, boys peak later at 18. That looks good. Boys peak often at around 18 years old. Well, they would only peak once, but it could mean across all boys, often the age is 18. So often is possible, but later is a much clearer way of expressing that idea. I'm going with later. Okie doke. How did you go?